We are live. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? I am so excited to be live. We are streaming on Facebook, YouTube. We are streaming everywhere, I think. Hang on. Yes, we are here. Okay, great. You can see me. Let me know if you can't hear me. Let me know if you have any problem with this stream whatsoever. And today we're going to talk about a really interesting topic that is around creating more of what you want. Whether this is creating more love, more passion, more freedom, more money, finding the love of your life, having a better time as a parent, parenting better, parenting to how you want. And we are in a time this year, right? Like this moment in time, April, springtime, here where we are, although it doesn't really feel like spring at the moment. It's just like, oh my God. It's 1 month from April, since the beginning of April, and the weather is a little bit crappy, where it's raining and grey, and we are really, really desperate for some sunshine. So, universe, if you can hear me, which I know you can, bring on the sunshine because we are a little bit done over here in Devon. Right. So if you are watching live, I would love you to tell me. And actually, if you are watching live or on replay, I would love you to tell me where you are in the world. Where are you from? So I'm in the UK, in Devon. I'm French. And by the way, if you don't know me, if you are new in my world, my name is Sabrina Hall, and I am a neuro linguistic programming coach and a self mastery mentor for mothers. If you are one, welcome to my world. I can help you create so much more time, so much more freedom, so much more personal space and bandwidth. So you can create more purpose, go for your goals, be a better mom. And I'm putting better with quotation mark, not that you are a bad mom at all. We are doing like the best job that we can. But you know what I mean? Like if you want to be more present and more loving and more caring with your children and more connected with your children, and you are wanting to have much more time for yourself, then I am the coach for you because I can help you create more time. I can help you manage it, save it, invest it, so you can have that personal space to create more of what you want, go for what you want without guilt, in a healthy way, without compromising the things that truly matters to you, so you can be happier, so you can be having better connections with the people who you deeply care about, and with the things that you want, and your needs and your values and yourself as a top priority, really like focusing on your mental health, focusing on yourself, without feeling like you're a bad mom, without feeling like you are, you know, guilty and feeling ashamed of yourself for thinking about what is really like really crucial needs. And today I want to share something that I do that I will never let go of, that has created incredible transformation in my life. I have been really consistent with it for about, I would say, 6 years, I would say 7 years. And this is a habit of mine. And if you've been in my world for a while, then you will know that this is something that is very much associated with me, Sabrina Hall, as a person. Now, does that make me like somebody who doesn't lose her shit at all? No, because I still go through stuff myself where things are, difficult, and where I still feel like I want to improve certain areas of my life, like my health for me is really important, and that's something that I haven't been that I've been on and off the wagon that I really want to focus on that this year. And this is one of my goals, is to feel fitter and to be fitter and to feel healthier and to nourish my body with incredible stuff. Now, when you want something in life, whatever that is, more money, more joy, more freedom, you want to find the love of your life, you want to have better relationships, you want to have found your dream job or start a new business, it's going to feel really, really hard for you to create that, to manifest that, to magnetize that in your life if your life is really full, right? If energetically and socially and mentally and physically you are already full. So imagine a glass, and imagine the glass being full of water. You literally cannot add more to that glass. You're gonna have to get rid of that water to get more water, right? And it is the same thing in life. If you are overwhelmed, if you are feeling stressed, if you are feeling like you don't have the capacity, how can you receive more of what you want? So now the question is, when you're doing an audit of your life, what are the stuff in your life that you do not want anymore? What are the stuff in your life that do not serve you anymore, that you do not want to have in your life anymore? Because I guarantee you, when you are starting to do an audit of your life and looking at your habits, looking at your social life, looking at your intimate life, looking at your relationship with yourself, with your body, with your soul, with your mind, relationship with your children, relationship at work, money, like financial situation, your house, your environment, like where can you see um, like things that you do not want, that do not serve you, and actually sometimes things that are actually draining your energy. Now, so the habit that I have that I will never let go of, that has made a huge difference in my life, is decluttering. Decluttering on many, many levels. So decluttering on an emotional level and mental level. So all to do with your belief and your patterns, the way you think and the way your thoughts are in your brain. What kind of thoughts are in your brain? Are they inspiring thoughts? Are they draining thoughts? Are they thoughts that are not serving you, that are really in your mind, rent free, and actually are not useful, right? Unnecessary thoughts. And this is like the mental level. So mental decluttering and habits as well, right? The relationship that you have with your mind. um then you have social decluttering. When you're looking at your relationships, what relationships in your life are draining you, and which relationship are you willing to let go of, or are you willing to do less of, right? Okay. Then you have decluttering on a physical level. So this is like object and items that you have accumulated over the years that do not serve you anymore. And if you have an emotional attachment to it, you've got to see, if that item is still giving you that joy, or is it because you are scared of letting it go? Okay, so really ask yourself the question: are you operating from that place of fear or that place of love for yourself? Then you've got the decluttering on a financial level as well. What is it that you're doing with your money that it doesn't serve you anymore? Are you getting paid and then just spending a lot of money and without thinking about it, and then finding yourself broke at the end of the month, or even before the end of the month? Now, you can be earning 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 or 8 figures. You can be a broke 8 figures if you have poor money management. Okay. If you are wanting to bring love into your life, you've got to declutter as well, in terms of the thoughts that are happening with yourself. How do you see yourself? How worthy do you feel? And that also will impact how much you can attract into your life. Now you also have decluttering on a physical level, but more digital level. Do you have thousands of tabs open on your computer? Do you have, like your desktop on your computer is really messy? Do you have a lot of apps you're not using on your phone? Do you have emails that you haven't read? Do you have WhatsApp messages that are still unread and that's stressing you out on a subconscious or conscious level? You have to declutter digitally, right? Because this is something that I see a lot of the time, and it's so hard these days. We operate sometimes from this scarcity mindset where everything feels really important, right? Like all the tabs feel really important. And this is something I'm going to put a little disclaimer here that I am working really hard on. My husband loses the plot when he has to fix something on my computer, and he was like, "You've got so many tabs open." I'm like, "I know, everything feels so important." So this is like my little scene. And I'm working on it. So this is like one of my goals, is to be better with my digital decluttering. I am human too. And it's not because I'm a coach that my life is perfect, that I don't argue with my husband, that I'm the best mom ever. Like things falls apart as well, sometimes, and it's just part of life and part of being a human and having a human experience, right? So decluttering on a digital, social, mental, emotional level and physical level is actually you saying to the universe, it's you saying to your higher self and to yourself, I am ready for this. I am ready for wanting more, for us receiving more of what you want. So you're getting rid of the shit that you don't need anymore, okay? And actually filling that gap with the stuff that you really want, right? Because like I said before, if you are full, if you are full capacity, you are not going to be able to magnetize and having more as as a human, right? So you've got to make space, you've got to create that space. And this is very much like such a an important and key element to my coaching, and the way I help my clients manage their time. I always say this: time is like money, right? You've got to learn how to manage your time. It's not something that you learn at school. Sadly, it's not something that people teach you, like as soon as you are at school, or in your family, right? It's like money. So unless you have a good example in your upbringing, seeing your parents managing their time properly, like money, then you will have a really good foundation. But this is not often the case. Often the case is that you give your time, to everyone and everything in your life, but you have been brought up to be a good girl. You have been brought up to think of people first. You've been brought up to be selfless, and understanding that if you are thinking about yourself, then you are selfish and you're not a good person. And so there are a lot of stigmas and limitations on motherhood and on people anyway in general, right? But if you want to create the time that you need and you deserve, you have to learn time mastery, which is something that I support my client with. And this is something that is really at the core of my coaching. And this is something I studied, like myself, as a coach. And this is something that will completely transform your life, because once you are learning the key elements of time mastery, then you will feel so much more spacious. You will have the bandwidth. So, for example, the time mastery elements are around saving time, knowing what to do to save time, knowing what to do to invest your time. Um, what to do to not waste your time as well, and how to use your time. So, for example, many people will waste their time on things like the never ending scrolling on your phone, watching the reels, watching people's life on Facebook, following people on Instagram and looking at random shit on Instagram and TikTok. You will feel envious and feel like your life is lacking. All of that, just that one habit is going to create for you a sense of lack, a sense that you are that there's something wrong with your life. It has a huge ripple effect on all areas of your life. You could be like wasting your time with having the wrong conversation with people, having conversations that are very toxic, that are making you feel drained and hopeless and desperate or sad or angry or depressed. And there are conversations that will make you feel inspired and motivated and energized and fired up, right? The same thing with people. Are the circle of people around you, are they inspiring you? Are they uplifting you? Are they encouraging you? Are they elevating you? Are they on board with your goals and your aspirations? And are they kind of keeping your vision up high when things get tough for you? Or are they being complicit with you and saying, oh, that's okay, you can take a break, just go easy on yourself, and not actually being your best cheerleader and moving you forward because they are too scared to tell you to, keep going because they're scared of affecting your friendship. You also have, habits like the habits in your mind, your mental habits. So that could be, what kind of relationship do you have with your mind? Are you encouraging? Are you belittling yourself? Are you telling yourself that you're not worth it? That, oh, you've done it again. Look at you. This is never going to work. How you're never going to be able to create this because in the past you really showed up as not trustworthy. You're not showing up for your appointments, you're always late. When you start a goal, you never finish it. You're always failing. It's not going to work this time. So this is the relationship with your mind. Now, if you want to create more of what you want, more love, more purpose, more freedom, more joy, a better career, a more profitable business, or whatever, run a business, you're going to have to declutter some of the habits that you have in your mind, right? And some of the habits that you have, physical habits, emotional habits, mental habits, right? So this is like just such a key component that you can adopt right now. And you can say, every single day for like 5 minutes, I'm going to choose an area to declutter. It could be physical, emotional, mental, social, financial, spiritual. Okay. And just bit by bit, just start decluttering your life so you can manifest more. You have the spaciousness to want more and do more of what you want. And ask yourself the question, are those relationships serving me really? Are those habits serving me? Are those objects that I have in my room serving me? How is your environment? Because that really matter. How you feel in your home really matter, right? Do you feel spacious? Do you feel cluttered? Do you feel lost? Do you feel confused? Do you feel like overwhelmed and stressed? And if you don't want that anymore, and if you want to feel spacious and want to feel at ease and happy and joyful and lighter, you've got to declutter. Decluttering is one of my pillars in my framework. So my first pillar is decluttering on all level. My second pillar is activating. Activating is raising your frequency, raising your energy by replacing, so when you have the decluttering, you empty, making the space, and then you activating. So you are like doing habits that are making you feel really good about yourself. And that could be mental habit, that can be physical habit, like having a dance, having a bath, just doing anything to raise your energy, doing some affirmations, listening to an inspiring podcast, and your energy elevate. And then you hang out with the right people, the people who are so inspiring and making you feel really, really good. And then you have implementing, which is the last pillar. And this is at the core of my life. This is at the core of my coaching. And implementing is the important one, is creating those bold actions consistently that are going to elevate you and towards your goal and your vision and your aspirations. So today I just wanted to talk to you about decluttering so you can create the time as well that you desire. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of that today. So if you have any questions, let me know. I don't think we've got any questions today, but I'm going to check quickly. No, it doesn't seem like we have. But if you do, let me know, and then I will be able to answer you. And yeah, sending you so much love. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care.